Right now, I'm at a monastery in Romania. It is situated on this beautiful little island where right now, if I look out, I see rippling water and beautiful willow trees hanging down. And I'm gonna show you what it's been like to travel in Romania for the past week. Show you all the beautiful landscapes, the neat culture we've seen, and also all the delicious food I've been eating. One of my favorite things about Romania thus far is how diverse everything is. So every little village that we go to, every castle that we visit, every landscape that we see is completely diverse and unique. And actually, this is something I wasn't expecting to see in Romania. For such a small country, it has so much to offer. I mean, some of these places were built as far back as the 14th century. Romania is so rich in history.
I found it really interesting to walk through these castles because the structures are so beautiful and imposing, and we just don't make anything like that nowadays. It was really impressive for me because I've never really seen anything like that before. One of the highlights of our trip is that we were in Romania during Halloween, which was definitely our intention for the trip. Because of this, we got to experience some pretty interesting things around Halloween. On Halloween night, we were in Sighișoara and we explored around the citadel. We went up these stairs that led to this spooky lit up church and a graveyard. Myself and my friends really love spooky or scary things, so we really enjoyed that, and also seeing the interiors of these castles and the old medieval torture devices that they used to use in the Middle Ages.
And I think it goes without saying that my absolute favorite part about Romania, and pretty much anywhere I travel to, is the nature and the landscapes. Every time I go to a new country, and Romania included, I love to go out hiking and exploring, especially in the mountains, and any opportunity I can use to get out into nature, breathing the fresh air, just soaking up the sun and the beautiful colors around me and the trees and everything, I will always take that opportunity. And in the nature and landscapes, Romania definitely did not disappoint. There are so many beautiful forests and mountains. We went hiking several times where we climbed up ridgeways and got to see beautiful views of the villages, castles, and nature all around us. let's talk about the food, because vegan and vegetarian cuisine actually play a pretty important role when it comes to Romanian culture. Before I left for Romania, I did a bunch of research and found out that Romanians actually eat vegan and vegetarian food a large part of the year. And this has to do with their culture and their religion, and they call it their fasting period. So while you're in Romania, you can actually find fasting food, or what they call de post, regularly at restaurants and at markets. And even though the words vegan and vegetarian don't really mean much to them unless you talk about the fasting food, there is a lot of delicious vegan food to be found in Romania. And before we started exploring the countryside, we stocked up on a lot of really good vegan food in Bucharest because we knew that was going to be the easiest place to find vegan food in all of Romania. We also went out to a bunch of vegan restaurants and ate delicious plant-based food like vegan burgers and raw cakes, and they were so delicious. But even when we were in some of the smaller villages, we actually found it surprisingly easy to eat vegan. Now, of course, there's not going to be any vegan-specific restaurants, and you're probably not going to get any fancy gourmet vegan meals, but there's a lot of simple food to enjoy. Dishes like pasta or polenta, a lot of grilled vegetables, baked beans, and if you're okay with eating simple vegan foods that aren't necessarily very fancy, then you'll do just fine eating vegan in Romania. I personally found that a lot of the restaurants we went to in the small villages usually had at least 1 or 2 items that were vegetarian that I could make vegan by asking for a couple of substitutions.
Thanks for watching our trip to Romania. All in all, it was a great experience with delicious food, beautiful landscapes, and really interesting culture. I'd love to return to Romania in the future, probably to go on a few hikes in the Transylvanian mountains because they were so stunning and I didn't get to experience them as much as I would like to. I hope this video gave you an idea of what to expect on your trip to Romania, and if you have any suggestions or places that you recommend going, please leave them in the comments below and I will catch you in the next video.